All right, people, welcome to my first YouTube video in this gaming section. So, welcome everybody. I'm gonna keep it in English this time. I usually am basically streaming in German, so I'm from Hamburg, Germany. So, welcome everybody. So, I try my best to basically give it the best advices for the fastest build that I have ever played and Path of Exile, especially with 3.15. So we usually basically usually making the big view right now, but when we get into the game, I'm gonna keep it small and so let's jump into it. I will not cut this video. I will do it once straight up. So let's keep it real and just keep it clean and getting in. So what we basically do is one thing, and this is surfing through the maps. And this is like basically we're using one mechanic, and that mechanic is basically Glennock Canes. So this is this region here. This is what we basically do. We're doing this just for the explanation and just for the showcase. Just with NEMESIS 4 basic currency items, you can buy this kind of Sextant for, let's say, 9 to 10x. Is it profitable? I would say depends on your RNG. I'm not playing with any Maven stuff. I'm not even cleared my Atlas this time. Yeah, it was not very quite. Let's call it. I was not motivated to do it this league, but you know I have my fun. I have my builds. I played like 12 builds this season, this league. So this I'm gonna show you how you do it and how you are pretty fast. You can play this build with a headhunter and without a headhunter. I prefer to play it, of course, with a headhunter. This is what I do. But I also played this build without a headhunter. So, okay, let's go into the mechanics. All right. So everybody knows this. Like you can if you kill this Maven stuff like map bosses and stuff like that, you can pick those or each time two of these passives, and you can juice it up. Like we of course we're juicing the Beyond stuff together with this strongbox thing. So we're basically doing additional time if we're lucky. You can open a second time or a third time. It's up to a lot of times, and at least rare and corrupted. So the chance to getting a sixling is pretty high. So this means a sixling is equal to a divine orb. All right. So this is basically like 12 to 13 C each time it drops. You can juice it up with this. Unique monsters drop corrupted items. So we use a lot of Beyond mobs. So we're doing this. Usually we should do it like with this. So this is a watchstone with slaying enemies and getting increasing numbers to bump up these rookie numbers. So, but you don't have to. It would be better. It would be better juice. So, especially with this, because we're running it as smooth as possible with delivery orbs, the one you want. I honestly prefer the timeless ones because I like and I love to do 5 ways. As you see, just this was like quite before. I mean, like this 3 drop in one map in one 5-way. So it's pretty profitable. Not this time at this league, but you know, maybe in the next league, we don't know. And we juice it up with one thing. Of course, we're using the mechanic and using the strong box. We use the winged ambush scarab to, you know, get as much out of it as possible, together with a polished legion, because I fucking love this mechanic. I think everybody loves it and wants to do it. So, and this is where I would say you can do whatever you want. I like harbingers just because of the density of the mobs. And if you play with headhunter or with, let's say, a dual thing with inspired learning, you get a lot of stacks, and you just, you know, like peanut butter, like smooth. You know, like I can say like this: I just cleared a canyon map within 30 seconds, from all mobs to one mob left. So this pretty tight. You get pretty, you know, high density, and together with the Elder Scarab for the bases and the rare mobs. So let's jump into this. I'm gonna show you this together with bountiful traps. I have one active, so I cannot proc it. I cannot proc it twice. So if we are lucky and we proc this, there are a lot of a lot of boxes. So we can check how this is worth. It's like 10 chaos. I think when you buy it in bulk, it's like 12 to 15. Big bulk. I have like a whole stash, half full of stash full. This is just the map. Okay, this is just the map setup. All right, I'm gonna show you now what we are running. Okay, this like stuff we're doing. This like about without the headhunt, I would say like 100x maybe. Without, you can edit, but I think at this time of the league it's a common wealth. So usually, but you can't play that without it. You can play it without some special kind of things. I'm going to show you. We're going to use it, the Paradoxica, to do double damage, crit strike chance, and a Le Pen. This is one of the most important things of this build. It's maybe 3x. It's not that, it's really not that expensive. I did by myself. This is a vendor recipe. You can Google it up, or you just PoE wiki it to get this vendor recipe. Well, you have to sell 3 rings to the vendor, and that's it. But it's basically just good when you hit +1 to max frenzy charges. This ring, just how it is, with 1 frenzy, we ignore the rest. It's like that, all right? So you can do it by yourself. I think maybe doing it is about 1x. It's about, I think one ingredient is like 0.8x, and the rest is like cheap chaos. It's about 1x is to try one. I have a second one in my stash. This was pretty bricked, like just in frenzy charge duration, stuff like that. So it happens. You can see there are different recipes for 1 power charge and 2 frenzy charge mods, or otherwise the way around. And I'm not even call it min max. There's a lot. I'm gonna show you one item that I not got. This is basically the holy grail of this build. But let's move on. I mean, like we'll go to gems later, but I'm gonna show you just now the items. Okay, this is Paradoxica. This is pretty mandatory, I would say. Together with the Pharaoh's Fur, it's mandatory as well because of the aspect of the cat, no reservation, and getting all the frenzy charges and stuff like that to keep up the good work. And so you can use replica abysses. This is pretty good because it adds flat and melee crit multi. Yeah, this helm enchant is pretty poggers, I will say. This is pretty good, and 9% increased flicker strike damage per frenzy charge, and we are stacking the hell out of it. So we have, like you see in the left top corner, like that way, there up there, we got 10. So it's like 90% damage increase, like all the time, always. We're not dropping lower, maybe just for a hell of a second. Okay, so for the comfort, I play with Savior to get this reflection stuff. To get 2 of myself as reflections. You can do it. I applied it with a just with this. I used to play with a shield and gain extra cold as extra chaos, and for survivability together with I think it was a cluster jewel with shield, but I just switched over, and I felt like pretty it was poggers to switch to dual wield. All right, and then we have here this amulet. It's just the Pandemonious. It's not mandatory. It's, you know, it's a comfort item, I would say, because of the blind enemies or chilled enemies. This pretty good, especially when you hit a bulk full of mobs and you just flicker in, because you cannot really control where you actually flick in. So yeah, it's cool to have, but you can just have a rare amulet with crit multi life. Cold damage, and maybe it's not spot for resistances because no suffixes, but you know, stuff like that. It's not mandatory. It's not even this, but you know, divine favor, the anointment. I like to have it because it gives me strength and int, because I have a lack of int. and maybe strength as well, because this has attributes as on it. So if I, it's a chain reaction. If I put this off, this goes off, and because of this goes off, and because of this goes off. It's a chain reaction. So I just, almost on fleek with every single point to not waste anything. With this ring, we had a second ring just with res and life. This is really not big deal. You can use whatever you want. I would say this one is pretty good, I have to admit, because it's aspect of the cat, max frenzy and elevated with strike skills, target 2 additional nearby enemies. This is Omega PoB, I would say. If this would be on a melee based glove, this was pretty goddamn expensive. So, but it's enough for me. It's enough. Unfortunately, it's armor and energy shield base. If it would be evasion base, it would be pretty good for me. This was grip gloves. Not grip. The melee gloves. This was pretty good. So we got to use a hand hunter, non-corrupted. This is pretty good for just mapping and clearing speed. But I said, as in the beginning, you don't have to wear a headhunter. You don't have to, all right? You don't have to. You can, but you don't have to. And we use dark rays vectors. This is Puggies. Why is just listen up what I have to say. This gives you at first 1 max frenzy charges and 2% chance dodge attack hits per frenzy charge and movement speed per frenzy charge 5%. So this is why I'm running around like crazy. And I don't even move. I'm just going, flickering all the stuff around on this map. I'm not even moving. Sometimes I move or I'm leap slamming, but not really that much. I would say sometimes to proc something, but I'm going to show you this right now. So, of course, we use Flicker Strike. And this is the 2020 Divergent Flicker Strike. You can use your normal one, but Flicker Strike gives you the Divergent one, gives you the increased teleport range, so it's a bit farther than the normal one. It's pretty good, but you don't have to. It's pretty good. It's just an upgrade to the normal one, but it's not necessary. So we use an Anomalous Inspiration. This is pretty good because it gives you more crit chance, and we base on crit. So this is pretty, I would say, important, one of a kind. Not level 21, but at least Anomalous Inspiration support. Awaken Multi-Strike, you can use a normal one. It's up to you, of course, because Awaken Multi-Strike is expensive as F. We all know that. It's like every single league. If you can afford it, it's cool. If not, no big deal. You can use a normal one. It's just repeat 2 times instead of 3. So you're going to take a bit longer. Just because of the Ruthless Blow, if you go single target, it could be a little bit more. To kill a boss, but like Elder, I kill Elder in like an instant. I want not flex that weird, but it's not taking a lot of time. Okay, so I don't have an Elder set ready. I would maybe if you join my Twitch, you can follow me in the description below. I would love to have you there. Usually we keep it in German there, but if you have questions in English, we all answer in English. I have a great community, I would say. So we're sometimes a bit salty against me. I love to do it. I love to have it. So yeah. Look, I just have added cold damage. Not even awakened one. It's just at level 21, 20. So it's good to add flat damage and awaken melee splash. This just for clearing. Okay? This just for clearing. I could change it because I have a lot of striking nearby enemies. I also used to have it right here. I just used to have this one, this Tribal Fury note. Just like 6 notes from here, so I could get out of this Inspired Learning. If I remove this, I could getting that one. And so I have almost the same clear speed with more damage, but the surround damage with Headhunter's stacks, I prefer to have that, okay? So, and you can swap it out for, Ruthless or added melee fizz or added melee damage attack skills, something like that. It's no big deal. So it's just your preferences, all right? It's just your preference. So we have this. This is pretty PoC. This is the vortex triggering stuff that what you should use is like vortex. Is just keep it on level 5 or as low as possible, just for triggering the frostbite, because we have frostbite socket with bone chill and hex touch. This is the debuff for the mobs. It's basically good. We have it on the left mouse click, so we basically just can run it around and the proc itself. This is I'm a goddamn lazy peep. So yeah. Then we have this protector and the totem stuff. This gives us a buff when we're using against beefy or tanky mobs, or before we go into a bulk of mobs, I usually proc it and just flicker in. All right, you have this entrance of protector, multiple totems, war chief, and hatred. This is just preference because I don't have another slot free. I could have this, but you can use enhanced stuff like that. So I have a portal here. So you can buff it up or doing culling strike here and having this in and getting killed. But I think it's not necessary if you're fast enough. So we have Immortal Call, cancel damage taken, together with Culling Strike. I don't know why I have this. Why I have this? This is a bit wrong. I think it actually was this. I don't even know why I swapped this. I was like, why is there hatred? So okay, this is the YouTube setup. So you see, I'm real. I'm just doing my own stuff. I'm doing my faults, even when I'm live and recording a goddamn video for you guys. So usually this is just the easiest thing is to have Cutting Strike here to get rid of the low level, the low HP mobs. So we have this setup is pretty good because it's Leap Slam together with Life Tap, Fast Attacks, and Fortify to give us 20% less damage fist taken. Then we have this Bottled Faith. It's not recommended, but you know it's good. It's nice to have. Okay, it's nice to have. If you have a lucky chance or just 100% crit chance, you can use it as well. Together with this one, I would say you should have this because of the crit strike chance during buff effect and life recover on hit. Look for that. Not do the mistake I did. I just overpaid someone with crit strike chance during flask effect and recover mana on kill. So it was useless for me because I don't really need mana that much, and I had a lack of HP generation and HP on kill. So, and we have shock by near enemies during flask effect, causing increased damage taken. You are shocked during flask effect, increased damage taken. So we are Raider, we don't care about that. And we're using this because of the chaos resistance and of course the extra damage. I don't even care about the rolls. I could roll it, I think, better, right? It's like 5 and 7. Okay, you can do it better, but it's not never it's necessary. You can, if you want to min max it, all right. So and you just instant recovery on low life, immunity to poison because I hate poison. So I would say that's basically it. I have just one cluster here, just a random cluster like martial powers. It's like it's just SWAT and axe attack with free stuff, and this is just martial powers, feed your fury and fuel the fight. Just here with more of this strength in stuff, evasion rating, corrupted blood, CB immunity. It's important as hell. And crit multi, 1 melee weapons, damage over time, increased drive effect. It's not important. Here we have like intuitive leap. This is, I think this is the most natural thing that you ever do as a raider. It's just to keep everything of this. Yeah, I think that's it. So we have a Watcher's Eye just with precision, only precision, not even hatred. So crit multi while affected by precision. Oh, so we're gonna proc it, everything. You can see my numbers right here. It's not that big for now. Trust me, it's gonna get bigger, but you know, you got straight up, stop talking. Straight up into the map. That's why you're here. You wanna see how fast I am. That's what we do. I don't have any temples left, so we just move in. We have like here, we can do it bigger, but you know, I just went for beyond. I just rolled it, I just identified it. It was a magic map and it has beyond on it. So I just you can juice it up as much as you want. So let's go into it, and I'm going to show you that it's pretty fast. This map, the layout of this map is not pretty good, but it's, yeah, you can call it good. So just gonna go through it. So like this. You see it's lagging as hell, but I'm not using anything. I'm not really running. It does by itself. You know what I mean? This is why I say it's the fastest build that you can actually play in a whole Path of Exile, because you can look. Everything is dead. You can see it up there with my Headhunter stacks, and you hit it, stop dropping, and yeah, okay. This open up all this. So just clicked it. Yes, I clicked it. I clicked the Legion. I have to check on the map where I am, but so. You see, this is pretty progress, I would say. Actually, really, sometimes I have to admit, you die because of random one-shots, because we are not capped on resistances without the Headhunter buffs. You see, just one hit of this detonate stuff. I can show you the boss right now. It's like this, and just using without totems. It's like that. If you use totems, it will be more and more efficient. So we kind of leap slam to get more of these mobs. I would say it's already it. Oh, so the only thing is just to open up the boxes, but it depends on you what kind of region you want to play. If you play like Valdos, it's pretty. It's progress. It's fast, I would say. But not. You see, all this stuff is 6 links. All this is like 12 chaos stuff like that. It's pretty much. So maybe see Anderson Harbinger stuff like that. You see, it's just a hobby. Okay, but no Exalty. Unfortunately, still 50 monsters left. Finally, yeah, finally. Just give me your stuff. A lot of. You see, just 6 things actually. It's pretty much. And don't do this mistake like most people do. If you got mirrored 6 links, don't sell it at once, because if you sell a mirrored item, even a 6 link, and you would get a divine orb, and you sell 2 of them to the vendor, guess what happened? It's going to give you not 2 divine orbs, it's going to give you a chance orb. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, so patron level 21. This is actually a thing. You see, look, I got 80 monsters left. How long does this now? All right, we have some. I think we have some boxes left, but you know, this was actually one map, and I thought, and so I would tell you, this looting of this map is gonna be insanely long. I use a strict loot filter, like nothing below a fusing orb, so I'm gonna keep it up, and the speed of looting. So I hope this video was quite informative, I think is the word in English, for you. I actually like this content. I'm gonna give you some more advices in the next videos I'm gonna put out to you. I would like if you would subscribe and follow this channel, and follow me on Twitch as well. It's like I said before, links for all my social media, for everything that you can follow me up, is down below in the description box. I would like to see you in my stream. So all I have to say is one thing. Thank you very much. And yeah, I forgot one thing. The min-max stuff, all right? Listen up. Oh, I forgot one thing. There's one thing I'm still missing, and this is the Holy Grail. This is one thing. And this thing is not that. The one thing is this item is the Holy Grail of this whole stuff. All right? This is the item. Replica Forbidden Shackle. This is you can see like mirrors. Inspiration Ice Bite. This like everything with Ice Bite. Hypothermia Ice Bite. This is if you can roll this. You can if you have this base. This but not many people know. If you have the Replica Forbidden Shackle, you can re-roll the skills by a divine orb. Okay, you can re-roll it. So it doesn't matter what base you have. The base is about 120x. You can re-roll it to get your kind of favorite skills, or not support skills. as said, better. And I think, yeah, this is basically the last item that would provide me to get even higher and keeping up the good work. All right, so for that, I'm out. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope to see you next time. My name is Max. Goodbye, good loot. That's what we do.